Hey, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. So we got some pretty interesting news today. So thanks to Homu and the Pokemon Masters Discord Datamine team, we actually got some info on October's events and sync pairs. And as you can see from the pictures over here, we are getting Hilda and Elesa for October. So let's get into this. So first of all, let's go to the Datamine page. Here are the event dates for the most part. So we're starting with Hilda's Spotlight Scout. That starts, you know, as soon as all our stuff ends. So it's coming on September 30th, and then it goes to the 17th. So again, I think we're kind of set on a pattern of a banner or event, you know, new stuff. Let's just say. Every week on Tuesdays, right? So we're getting Hilda Spotlight Scout, and then we're gonna get a featured type scout, and then an Elesa Spotlight Scout, and then Brendan Spotlight Scout to end it all off for October. So now that's pretty interesting. Well, it goes all the way into November, but that's like the last October banner, right? So this featured type scout apparently has something to do with a sort of, where is it? Special feature type scout. Some folks have been saying it's some kind of flying and fighting sync pairs. I'm not 100% sure if this is true, if it's just flying and fighting sync pairs. So if that's the case, I would expect something like higher rates for flying and fighting sync pairs on that banner. Obviously, we don't know the rates, but, you know, something like that, right? And this is kind of a downer banner since it's an interesting concept, but again, we don't have any 5-star flying or fighting sync pair, so not the most interesting banner, I'd have to say. And then, yeah, that's basically what we get for October, and this is pretty cool. Elesa is my favorite Gen 5 character, so that's pretty cool. So I will be summoning and saving for Elesa. I'll summon on Hilda as well, for different reasons. So anyways, let's take a look at a bunch of the other events as well. So we're starting from this one, the story event, the Girl in Black and White, which will be Hilda's event. So it's going to be something similar to Blue's event. Hopefully they will give us 5-star boosts to exchange in the voucher shop, just like the one that we got for Blue, right? That would be awesome. And then we also have this special event called Evolution Material Mining, which I would assume would come with the featured type banner. So not sure what this means, but it might have something to do with evolution materials, which, by the way, are super scarce in this game, right? You only have a limited amount that you could exchange each month and stuff. And they're super expensive too, so hopefully this drops evolution crystals. Shards, you know, I'm not too worried about shards, but hopefully they drop crystals somehow, because that would be pretty hype. So, moving on, we got an electric type training event. This would be the one for Elesa, I guess. And then we also got, you know, the 4 banners, right? So let's dive into the sync pairs. So let's first look at Hilda. So for Hilda, she gets Tepig that evolves all the way to Emboar. So it's not going to be like a Hilbert situation with Oshawott. It's going to get stuck at Oshawott or Trico, right? So it's going to evolve all the way. And it's pretty, I would say pretty decent. Just looking at the stats, right? It's a striker. It's going to be weak versus water. So as a striker, it has the #1 ranking HP in the game, which overtakes the previous #1 in that rank, which was Meganium with Lyra. So they took that spot, I guess. So as for Hilda, decent attack stat, really good attack stat actually. So the place where Emboar actually lacks in stats is just speed, honestly. Special attack irrelevant. The defenses, I mean, it's not a tank anyways. There's a reason why it has a lot of HP. We'll go over that in a second, but it does lack a lot in speed. So that's for the stats. Okay, as for the moves, so we got Flame Charge, not too much damage, raises user speed, which is actually really good because it's going to be used in conjunction with the Try and Stop Us. So this move If the user's speed has been raised, raises the user's attack by double the amount its speed has been raised. So all you need to do is use three flame charges to get your speed to 3, and then 1 try and stop us, and that will max out your attack, right? So that's pretty interesting. And also, do keep in mind that flame charge also does a bit of damage as well, so there's that. But also, you know, since it does damage, it also costs move gauges. And then you also have the main damage move, Flare Blitz, and freezes the user, as most, you know, physical fire moves kind of do. The user also takes 25 of the damage it dealt to the target, so it has 25% recoil, has a very small chance of leaving the target burned, and it deals a massive amount of damage with stab, same type attack boost, right? So 100% accuracy, 3 bars, a lot of damage, 25% recoil. So this is the part where it kind of sucks, because the way it's calculated, the recoil, it's the percent of damage dealt to the target, right? And your opponent has like much more HP than you do, so this is kind of sad. You will be doing a lot of damage to yourself as Embor, but to compensate, you have potion, I guess, potion to heal yourself. The recoil damage, I mean, potion's 40% heal for the recoil, so or not for the recoil, just, you know, as a move, which is a decent amount, but still, you know, I guess it's just something to remedy that, right? And then going on to its passives, yeah, Sync Move is just a lot of damage, nothing too special. It adds Antitoxin, which prevents a Pokemon from getting poisoned or badly poisoned. This is going to do very well against Erica's the EX very hard co-op, since her stage actually poisons you, and that's, you know, that's a huge problem, right? That's why people bring Arcanine to that one. And that's going to be great. And then you got First Aid 4, which restores a bit of the Pokemon's HP once during battle when the Pokemon is in a pinch. So another way to, you know, lessen the recoil damage, I guess, or the effect of the recoil damage. And also it just has hella HP, so it's not that terrible. People are freaking out over this because, you know, recoil is kind of bad in this game, and it is, but it's not that terrible, right? It still does a lot of damage, and its moves are pretty interesting. So, you know, Flame Charge, you're gonna do, you know, 3 hits with Flame Charge anyways, and then that's gonna raise your damage to max. So you're raising speed while you're doing damage, and it also raises your attack, even though it's at like afterwards, but you know, it's a pretty interesting kit, I'd say, Embor and Hilda. So that's coming very soon, September 30th. That's going to be the first one that comes out of all these of all the October banners. So moving on to Elesa, my favorite Gen 5 trainer slash character. So we're getting Elesa and Zebstrika, which is okay. I mean, I was personally hoping for Emolga, but maybe if she has like a Signasu, we'll throw in Emolga, or in the future, if we get like, you know, the other version of Elesa, she'll have Emolga there, I guess. So anyways, Striker as well. Weak versus ground, electric type, and it's 5-star, yada yada. Comes with her own Spotlight banner, which I will be, you know, opening up my wallet for this one. So, going over her stats, HP 700, rank number 4 in the game. Again, this should alert you. And attack, decent physical damage, I guess. Defense is kind of meh, but then again, not a tank, not the biggest deal in the world. She has a lot of speed, which is great. So, looking at her moves, Spark, moderate chance of leaving the target paralyzed, does some damage, 100% accuracy, 2 cost. Not the biggest deal in the world. X attack, which is always great, sharply raises user attack. Wild Charge, another recoil move. Why? Why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys doing this to us? 20% recoil. Okay, it's not 25%, I guess. It's not that bad. But still, like, it has more power. Slightly more power. But, yikes. Another recoil, 100% accuracy, the 3 cost, a lot of damage, recoil. So that's kind of sad. Wild Charge. And you have Electrifying. Restores a bit of the user's HP, ensures the user's next attack will be a critical hit. So it's kind of like Fraligator's move, but this one, you know, restores HP instead. you know, making sure the next move 100% hits, which, I mean, the accuracy is 100 anyways, so unless you get lowered, your accuracy shouldn't be that big of a deal. And restores, you know, HP, which is great if you're using it in conjunction with a wild charge. So you probably want to like use one wild charge first and then use this and then go for the wild charge again, just so you could make use of that healing, right? Or if you're already hit for some reason, if you don't have anyone to tank on your team or you're playing co-op, right? So yep, again, a lot of HP, a decent amount of damage, a lot of speed. Recoil. Looking at her sync move, nothing too special, a lot of damage, and her passives. Hit and run occasionally raises the Pokemon's speed after you use the move. Not sure if this has to be like a move that hits. From the wording, it seems like it doesn't have to be, so when she's buffing herself, maybe this could proc as well. If it does, it's great, you know, having this. We don't know, well, actually, well, maybe we know the rates of occasionally. If you know what the rate is, let me know in the comments down below. I personally don't know what the percentage is for occasionally. And then the other passive, which I don't know how to pronounce that, prevents Pokemon from getting paralyzed, which, okay, it's electric type. Give it that so it doesn't get embarrassed by other electric types. So there's that. Zubstrika, honestly, if I were to compare these two, I would say Hilda's slightly better. But then again, I don't know. Yeah, I would say Hilda's slightly better. She's more self-sustainable than Elesa. So there's that, I guess. Although the speed is great, but then again, Hilda could also increase her speed as well. So she kind of, you know, buries that weakness of hers. But, you know, different typings of strikers, so there's always that, right? So, moving on, we got some other stuff to talk about. So, on the Pokemon Masters Reddit Discord, which I've linked in the description below, if you guys want to, you know, come in, find some co-ops and stuff, check all this out. Arietha? Sorry, I totally butchered your name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Also found some EX challenges, which would be Karina and Price. There's two because one's hard, one's a code for hard, the other code's for very hard, right? So this is actually interesting because Karina has Mega Lucario, right? Lucario, Mega Lucario, and it's gonna be weak to fire, so that would be the new EX challenge coming out for Hilda, I would suppose. And then Price has Dugong, which is type weak to electric, but it's water, ice. They only put one type on Pokemon, which is super dumb. But anyways, this I would assume would be the EX challenge for Elesa. So, you know, if you think they're underwhelming, Hilda and Elesa, which they kind of are underwhelming, well, you have a use for them, because the EX challenges are going to come out, and you know, with very likely with the banners, and they will be very useful in these EX challenges. So there's that, I guess. But yeah, that's it for this video. That's most of the information that I could find at the moment. So let me know what you guys think about these. All this new info in the comments down below. If you guys are gonna, if you're planning to pull for Hilda, if you're planning to pull for Elesa. Oh, by the way, one thing I haven't really talked too much about is the last banner, Brendan and Trico. This might be the best banner of them all, because being at the end of the month, you also get a chance to, or should also have a chance to pull Hilda and Elesa on his banner as well, even though, you know, lower chance. But you have a higher chance of pulling Brendan and Trico, which is probably better than these two at the moment, right? Brendan and Trico are extremely good, unless you already have them from, you know, old summons and stuff. He's been around for a while. So, yeah, again, that's me for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know what you guys think about all this info. Again, thanks to all the data miners on the Pokemon Masters Reddit Discord. And yep, like if you enjoyed this video, if you guys are excited for all this stuff that's coming in October. And again, subscribe to the news channel for some more Pokemon Masters content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.